Hello, my people, fellow Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom. Join me from wherever you are watching for us to continue the deliberation of Biafra coming. Join me, my brothers and sisters all over the world, lovers of freedom. Join me, my people. Today is Sunday, and we are mostly relaxed at home. Join me, my people, join me. As you are joining me, if you have not subscribed to Betty4 TV, do so, like and share so that the video will go viral down to our people so that everybody will know what is going on. Join me, my people. Join me, lovers of freedom. Before I continue, I have to thank God. I will thank God saying this prayer: the Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside the still water. He restores our soul. He leadeth us in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yes, though we walk through the valley of shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for he is with us. His rod and his sword, he guides us and protects us. Amen. Thank you, my people. Thank you, my brother Henry. You are always the early bird. Thank you. Hit the like button. Thank you, Maza. Where are you from? Tell me where you come from first. My people, you know, as usual, this is one of the Breji media platforms where we tell you the authentic truth relating to our liberation and our freedom. And usually on Sundays, we summarize everything that we have discussed during the week so that we will all know what we are doing, where we have started, where we are at the moment, and where we are truly going to. Mortaza, this is platform for freedom fighters. If you think that this is not the right platform for you, you can take your leave. Thank you. So my people, join me from wherever you are. My people, we have little updates that matter so much in what we are doing. Join me, my people, as you are joining. Click the like button and share so that the message will go viral. You know, there's a video I played I promised to play yesterday, but I couldn't play it because we were running out of time. I will try and play some of them today so that you will hear. We are wonderful people. We are great men and women, and we should not accept anything less than what we are worth. We Biafrans, God made us specially for himself, and we cannot take any no for an answer. So this, our liberation, is something that we have to take seriously. Currently, we are doing our self-referendum voting Make sure that you have voted and that you are helping other people to vote. We have a lot of elderly men and women in the villages that haven't voted. Yesterday, during the fundraising, yesterday, Saturday, the 2nd of March, 2024, it was reported that some people in Ogu local government area, Enugu State, that some people complained that some group of boys are collecting 3,000 naira from people before they could help them to vote. There is no 1 penny, even half kobo, that any Biafran should collect from anybody. This e-voting is free. Nobody is charging anything. Wow, my wonderful brother Sonny. Thank you for the love and for the thumbs up. God bless you. Thank you for joining. Remember to like and click the share button. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to Betty Ford TV. And I thank you, appreciate you. I hope you're having a wonderful, oh, my wonderful sister is here. Well done, my darling sister. I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the video. You are going to hear some of them now when I will play it. So, yesterday, it was announced during the fundraising, and I was very, very sad that some people in Ogu local government are collecting 3,000 naira to help people to vote. I'm making it clear now to every Biafran all over the world, wherever you are, that this e-voting, nobody is charging you anything unless you want to give the person helping you money to buy data. I love you, my darling sister. You are wonderful. Unless you want the person to buy data to be able to help you vote, it is free of charge. Nobody should collect a penny from anybody. Not at all. Please, my people, our e-voting does not come with any charge attached to it at all. It is free of charge. And as a Biafran, if you know you can help somebody to vote, why don't you do it voluntarily? Why would you be charging someone, especially the elderly ones in the homeland? Thank you. Wow, my sister Anastasia, God bless you. Thank you for joining me. Remember, the biggest thing you will do for me is to subscribe to Betty Ford TV. I will appreciate that so much, because the YouTube and Facebook, these are the conditions they give us for allowing us to use their platform. They don't charge us anything, my sister. I must be honest. So anyone that subscribes to my channel is doing me a lot of good. Thank you so much for joining. I am one of the Breji media team, and we do not come here to lie to our people. We tell them the authentic information, especially from our Prime Minister's Twitter handle. I was just on his Twitter handle, and everything he said there, I copied. And that is what I will be reading out here. We do not come here to lie to anybody, because we accuse Nigeria of being a lie country. Biafra will never, ever condone any liar in our midst. We do not lie. Sometimes people give me information. I will come here and I will tell you that I did not verify it, but you can just listen to it for your own good. But for me to come here and lie to my people will be hypocrisy, and I will never do that to Biafrans. We don't deserve it. we have heard enough of lies. Biafrans have dealt with lies all our lives. We now need authentic truth. Eziokwu ka anyị chọrọ. Otego eji ndị be anyị wee gwọba ji na ede. Otego asịbalụ ndị be anyị asị. 1967 to 1970, asị anyị ngwa na agha ebigo, no victor, no vanquished. We thought it was true. But listen to what Onyendu said, things that they did to us after that lies.
Why is that glass? About this glass for your alumaco window? Why should they import it from China? Ordinary alumaco glass window. We can make it in Aba. Aba glass factory. Down. Textile mill. Textile for clothing. Down. Only two I can remember. Some are coming. Only one has ceramics. Closed. Golden Guinea. Closed. Olon Lampam settlement. Closed. Niger Steel at Enugu. Shut down. Niger Gas at Emene. Shut down. Anamco. Shut down. Nkalago Cement Factory. Shut down. Everywhere shut down. Why are you shutting down factories? Where will people go to work when they graduate? I'm asking you.
So, my people, starting with this, we show you that our enemies, they started from the scratch. Iwundi Bwakanani, Wundi Biafra Kanani. They are dealing with us and nobody is challenging them. That's why even Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they challenged him. They challenged him. So any challenge thrown on our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, I crave his indulgence not to listen to anyone. And he doesn't. That's why he is where he is today. At least everyone knows when he started, when he stepped into Onyendu's shoes. Onyendu was kidnapped in June 2021. By 2022, our Prime Minister took over. Till today, he has not disappointed us. But you people knew also that Ohaneze, of all people, elderly men, they said $50,000, anybody who will bring them Simon. And some scrupulous Igbo guys, some went from Italy, some went from Turkey, they went to Finland to go and bring their servants. After roaming up and down, they wallowed in their stupidity and left. Just to show you people that these people, they lie to us, they use us to fight ourselves while they are busy taking our oil. If the oil in River State is not for the Igbos, what of the one in Ugut and Ebema? Is it not our land? So, my people, we should not allow these people to use us the way they are doing, because we are all one. We are all one. As I said, on Sundays, I do summarize some of the things I said during the week, though they may not be all complete here because I didn't have time to go through it one by one. But I know that this week, we talked about our Prime Minister's visit in the USA and his visit into Canada. And during that, his visit in Canada, our Prime Minister said for the first time why he introduced sit at home to stifle the economy of our enemies, because they don't use that economy very well. Everybody now see what is going on in the zoo. They are protesting for hunger and for hardship because we sit at home. The billions they make from Biafra land every Monday, they don't get it. They are holding our leader. So the sit at home has two purposes. One is that we are really angry that our leader has been incarcerated and he's not even kept in a proper prison. He is kept underground where you can hardly get fresh air. He is underground for going to 3 years now. Secondly, that market they want them to go to is not market. It's like a chicken hut where they come every day to collect taxes from them. The market is not, you will just call it a market because it's human beings there. But when you look at the buildings, you will be thinking, do people stay here from morning till night and they will be paying tax? Where is their tax money? No good roads, flood everywhere. Yes. My sister said Yorubas cannot be against their own Sunday Igboho. Yes, my sister, I'm coming to that. So as they are holding Onyendu, because he's talking of Biafra, Sunday Igboho was talking of Oduduwa, and he was their leader, and they apprehended him, and he's now released. He came to London on 1st of March, saying to Koiki Media, because I watched it, that he's going to Germany from here, but that he will spend some time in London. By the end of the month, he will go to Germany. He just came from Nigeria after burying his mother, but our own leader is still there. All these Igbo leaders who have hand in detaining our leader, is it not yet time for you people to release our leader? Tell me what our Onyendu was doing before his abduction that is not doubled now. He only opened ESN, but our prime minister have opened the Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra resistant fighters, Biafra Air Force, and Biafra Navy. We all have that now. So what are you people holding Onyendu for? Yes. This is one of the things we discussed this week. It is very important for us to know that this sit at home, it has yielded a very good dividend towards our agitation. And it is because of that sit at home, which affects every corner of the country, of that zoo, Nigeria. Because when they are sitting at home, the bus, transportation that comes from Kaduna, from Kano, from Jos, from Maiduguri, from Abuja, everywhere, from Lokoja, they are all standstill. They won't enter. They will not move. The ones going in from Ibadan, from Osogbo, from Ondo, from Lagos, from anywhere is at standstill. The one coming from Port Harcourt, from Calabar, from Akwa Ibom, from everywhere will be standstill. So this sit at home has yielded very huge benefit for our purpose, because when they held Onyendu, Mazi Simon Ekpa told us that he will make this detention of Onyendu very expensive for them. Yes, my sister said, Igbo leaders are evil and are being used by northern leaders. Yes, yes, during that very week that our prime minister told Canada, he said it, that the Nigeria politics or Nigeria society or Nigeria government, whichever that applies, that the way they made that system is such that no politician can fight against it. Yes, and I made one comment about Abaribe. Abaribe was the one who guaranteed surety of our Onyendu in year 2017. Now Abaribe is against us. So that is the very evil and worst diversity they have in that country. It's a very dangerous diversity. Very, very dangerous diversity, my people. So we use this Sunday to revise everything we said. And I did made mention of someone who sent me anonymous message that they are plotting to go and bomb the plant that Governor Oti built at Aba, because right now, thank God for that, Aba doesn't have lights out anymore. They have 24/7 electricity supply. I am happy somehow because our people will no longer suffer anything that electricity can provide. But on the other hand, Oti is doing all that under the zoo government. Yes, he is doing it under the zoo government. So anybody who will tell this to Oti, so that Oti will protect the plant, so that our people will enjoy that light once more before the evil zoo will go and bomb it, because they are very mad. They can do anything. They can do and undo. Well, Mary, my sister, you are just saying, of course, Yoruba leaders, they can never be against their own. Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth. Yorubas have always supported the Fulanese. Obasanjo during the war was at the forefront. Why? Because Babawo is against the war. His reason was that if Igbo leaves Nigeria, that they will be in a very bad, awkward situation, because only them cannot fight the Fulanese. So he fought, he said he fought to maintain or to return the Igbos, because the Christian Fulanese, the Christian Yorubas are there. Yoruba is divided into two. They have Kwara State, which is Yoruba land. The whole of Kwara is an Islamic state. And some part of Yoruba land, Christian state. So Fulanese are no longer against them because they know they have captured those ones. But the southeast is their prime target. When Usman Danfodio and his group came to West Africa, from wherever they came to the zoo, this very Plateau State and Kogi were the ones that stopped them. And he wasn't happy. That's why they are killing them in their mass, because they want to bulldoze them and come down to Southeast. If you don't understand that, but I know you know all this history. So those ones, nobody is on their back, they are united. What Onyendu meant when he said, if you want to eat elephant, you have to split it into pieces. That's what the Fulanese are doing in Igbo land. They are using our people and the brain of our Kolo-mental leaders to fight us, but they will lose. They will lose. And when Biafra comes, if proper care is not taken, all of them will be taken to prison, no matter their age. Yes, they will be taken to prison for the crime against humanity. Because all those massacres that they are sitting there as elders, watching Boko Haram terrorists in uniform massacre our people, burn houses, burn businesses, and they are not saying a word. You can't see that in Yoruba land because nobody is pressurizing them. They know they have gotten those ones. We are their prime target, and they can never get it. That's why God kept our prime minister when Onyendu was captured, because that was their aim. They thought that once Onyendu is captured, Biafra is collapsed. So now that our prime minister is here, that thing is really, really a very big pain on them. So we no longer look at our elders because they are so corrupt. They are so corrupt. And that is exactly what our prime minister meant when he said that the political system in the zoo does not give any politician opportunity to fight for liberation and freedom. So Onyendu said it, that our freedom will come from abroad. That is why the Yoruba elders are better in cooperating among themselves. So I got this from one of our sisters. He says, Nigerians have found a way to empty your bank accounts. Kindly disregard any text with this code 56521. No, is *565*2*1#. So anybody that has any bank account, he said, asking you to link your NIN with the code. If you try it, your bank account is empty. Please share to everyone in your contact. So my people, I don't know, I think it is from my sister Mary that I got it, or is it from our media platform that I got it? And another one, he said, is it true that 14,000 Nigerians voluntarily returned to Nigeria from Niger? Hope, not terrorists. My people, let me tell you, this 14,000, you know, there is nothing that Nigeria is not borrowing now. They have no more men fighting for them. They go abroad to bring foreigners. Those men that returned, 14,000, they are terrorists. You don't have to ask twice. That's where they go to employ people. And they will tell you that they are Nigerians. They are not. Do you know the recent history or recent story now? Those Boko Haram that they converted to military, they said that they are no longer doing military work for them, that they want to go back to kidnapping because that one pays them better. So these 14,000 they told you are Nigerians. It's not true. These are not Nigerians. They are terrorists. They go abroad to go and bring in terrorists. So our people will hear it and be ready for them. Yes, they will hear it and be ready for them. Anything they are doing to bring our people down, they will carry it with their own head. There's a thing that a priest said, which I would like our people to listen to.
Look at the problem of Nigeria. They teach us about faith. They teach us about hard work. But most of them don't tell us how to engage. The rules of engagement. Hello? Prayer is good. Fasting is good. Church services are good. Fellowships are wonderful. But when you are done with all that, go and look for what to do. The prayer you pray and the fasting you do will now empower what you are about to do. When people are idle and they play only players, the Bible call them foolish people. It amounts to foolishness. Listen, do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. Whatever a man sows, he will reap. If you fast too much and pray too much, you become very spiritual, but hunger can kill you.
That is a priest.
You must play your role. You must do your part. It's like a graduate who said, I don't have a job in Nigeria. We need to bring you out and give you therapy. Graduates should not look for a job in Nigeria. This is underdeveloped country. Help in the development. Stop looking for a job. Become the job. Our problem is pride, unnecessary arrogance, and laziness. Can't you start by learning how to fix tiles? How to fix POP? Can't you start by learning, how to cut clothes and sew suits? I don't know the kind of system we got in education nowadays, because when I was in the primary school, there is on every Thursday they teach us handcraft. I learned it when I was small. I like communicating here. We learned electricity, how to wire. We learned carpentry and joining, how to plane wood. I don't know how to do that. We learned how to make baskets and brooms. They even taught us I learned how to weld in primary 6. I can weld. Welding and joining was taught me in primary 6 in our handicraft center. In my village, when I did my primary school, my primary 5 teacher taught us how to make this pullover. You know this pullover we used to wear? That sweater we used to knitting, we were taught. Most of the girls in primary 5 were taught how to cut clothes and sew. It was part of our primary education. So somebody is leaving primary 6. He didn't go to school again, but he can feel himself comfortable. This system of everything, certification, doesn't work. Africans, that is the deception from the Western world. Where you learn what you learn in the university, learn a skill that will help you stand your ground when you can. You could be a lawyer or an accountant, but whatever you have become in the university, there should be another skill that will help you in case you don't find the right kind of job. But what am I trying to say? Our problem in Africa is that you just want to be. Who told you that you went to the university to become wanted? In Igbo, university is called Marahadu. You went there to be exposed to the possibilities within your personality, so that you can be inexhaustibly engaged when you graduate. My concern is that the principle that protect the counsel of God, after you must have prayed and fasted and trusted God, engage your hands. Say, engage your hands. Do something. How can they hold me say banana? You say I don't want. How can they hold me say I'm not? Banana can't be made. Man of God, I'm a graduate. I have masters in banking. Or I don't know bank. Will you now die because you have masters in banking? Why not engage in something with your life? Am I communicating here? Somebody who became born again today wants to be a word preacher tomorrow. It doesn't happen like that. You must go through discipleship, mentoring, training. Am I communicating here? It doesn't just happen. This principle of get it quick is not from God. The need for patience is important. After you must have done the will of God, you must be patient. Go to the Bible and say, getting it quick. Quick. It's not the will of God. It's not. The children don't want to go through processes. They want to become billionaires overnight. On a whim. Any wealth you get by evil way will disappear in the afternoon of your life. But he that increases by labor shall be established.
Exactly.
Ego Julo in our last. Am I communicating in this house? I mean, my legs are dragging cars. Take your time. That is why you carry your car to a vulcanizer. You will destroy the belt. But he didn't take time to sit down and learn under tutelage until he was made free. He was not well trained. He was not well chiseled. He was not properly mentored. There's a problem. People like your hand to become. On the principle that will bring the counsel of God to bear on your life, you must play your role by trusting in God and giving faith, reverence unto Him, and then do your part by engaging your hand.
You see, my people, okay, let me read out what our sister Mary said. In the 70s, they taught pupils in primary school to sew clothes that are torn is a subject of its own and called needlework. Okay, Mary, to confirm what you have just said, you see myself, I will always use myself as an example. We used to do gardening. Let me start it from there. We used to do gardening. Then every break, we will go and check that garden. We will plant garden egg. We will plant tomatoes. We will plant pepper. And when time comes to harvest those garden eggs, we will harvest it, take it to market. About 2 or 3 of us, we will sell it and bring the money and give it to our mistress. We will go and fetch water to the Reverend Father's compound, even firewood. We used to have a blind man in my primary school that does craft, how to make baskets with what they call anga. And there's a company that supplies that anga to our school. If you see the wonderful basket, boys goes to sell those ones. We used to do needle work, knitting, and we will do that knitting very, very well. We will do it very well. Today, I can sew my clothes and all that. Do you know that when I finished from my law school, I did so many menial jobs. Even when I qualified and was practicing, my mom died. We cried and cried. I was working in the office. In the evening, I will go to do care work, because that care work was what I was doing, training myself in the uni. I did all that. So this Reverend Father is like a God sent to our society. I was doing that care work. Sometimes I will get ready from that elderly woman's house. She was 94. I will from there go to work, and from work go back. Then weekend I will go home. This is it. But people of our society, no, everybody wants it in a hurry. Even there was a time all of them were saying to our PM, when are you declaring Biafra? When are you? You don't declare things like that in a hurry, because everything that will make a nation will have to be put in place. You need the states, you need everybody from those states, like he had in his cabinet. These 40 states are people, cabinet members, 47 of them, from all those states. That is how to do things, so that everybody will be represented properly. It's like a parliament. You have to have your own person from your state to represent you. You have to have all the data. You know, abroad, when somebody is born, they will get their data. And when somebody dies, they will get use the same data to give a death certificate to the family. Yes, Hillary, thank you for joining. I am sure you have subscribed to, oh, my sister is here, Diane. So Hillary said, Let me see what he said. Yeah, military strength of Nigeria is weak and they are decreasing day by day. Those 14,000 men are mercenaries. Exactly, my brother, from Sahel, recruited by Zoo government for backup in case war broke out between Zoo and Biafra. That one, they will go and kill themselves. Yes. And my sister Diane said, good evening, my sister Betty. Blessed Sunday, a new week ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And my other brother, Nelson, thank you for coming. Remember to like and share and, like and share so that the message will go viral, because this message is very important. This thing that this priest is saying is very good and very true. Even if there is no work in the zoo, you can create one for yourself. You can even go and learn how to work in the where they are building houses. You can even fetch water. It will not remove anything from you, but at the end of the day, you will have money to feed. You will have money to feed. The Lord is our strength. Thank you, Stephen, my brother. Ọ ga-adịla anyị niile mma. Iwu bụ na Biafra bụ ebe anyị nwe mmeri. Mmeri bụ nke anyị na mbido, mmeri bụ nke anyị na njedebe. We will excel. Steady and slow wins the race. For those who think that our PM will come today, remember he only joined them in 2019. And he really meant what he has come to do. He's mixing nothing with it. He wants to make history and he's making the history. This type of thing is not it's not like those who go to a university and cannot spell their names. You know that they've just gone there to do what they call expo. This is a nation. You have to make sure that everything that makes a nation is available and complete, no matter how long it takes. But whenever it comes, you know that you have a strong and powerful nation. You don't rush him. When are you declaring? Declaring Biafra, it cannot take up to 1 hour and he will make a speech. But you need what you need to be available for it to be declared. Yes, you need everything. It's like a woman making soup. There is no vegetable, no red oil, no salt, and she will tell you, I'm cooking soup. So our brother here said, we have won the battle and no weapon formed against us will prosper. Thank you, Stephen, my brother. Yes. Well done. Thank you, Paul. Please, my people, those of you who are coming, remember to subscribe to my Betty Ford TV and like and share so that it goes viral. This Reverend Father said it all. Don't sit there claiming that you are a graduate, I'm an accountant, I have no job. Go and start doing anything. Yes. Thank you, Diane. The grace of God Almighty will continue to strengthen our honorable PM, Simon Ekpa, and his Brigitte team for the good job on the Biafra liberation. Thank you, my wonderful sister. Thank you. You are great. You are always here. You people are just wonderful for joining this wonderful meeting here. Look at what I saw from our PM's platform, and he was laughing at them. Let me play it.
Biafra Alpha Power Media International. I say, do you think, don't you know that what Hamas is fighting is bigger than him himself? America is there, Britain is there, Netherlands is there, Germany is there, France is there, in our backyard. Don't you know that that's all is what they are fighting us for? Like that, because our people don't understand that we have to do, there's something we have to do before we can get out from this place. They will continue. This is why we have our parliament.
You people know who has voice. This is a Radio Biafra, where the Zama people are still keeping some people under blindfold, making them believe that they are the ones pushing Biafra ahead, whereas they are the ones that sold Onyendu. So I saw it under our Prime Minister's Twitter handle now, and I copied it.
Yeah, I think by Njoku and Mark Ezekiel, I think they are still visiting our leader every Monday and every Thursday. Then if they are still visiting our leader every Monday and every Thursday, I think they need to explain the consequence of what his brothers are doing, so that our leader will know. I don't know if our lawyer still visiting Onyendu in the dungeon. Please, Mazi Jonathan, I want to hear from you.
Mazi, I cannot
guarantee. Thank you so much.
God
bless you.
And you too. I cannot guarantee that they are going as you say they are visiting. For now, I cannot guarantee that.
You see what he's saying? You see the question? What does this question show you people? This question shows you people that these Nzama people are not even communicating with those following them, to the extent that this man does not know that since December that Onyendu has sacked Ejiofor and Ezekome. And this is March. Somebody is asking whether Ejiofor and Ezekome still goes to see Onyendu. And Jonathan is telling him that I don't know. I don't know. That is how some of us do not want to exercise themselves of Nigeria effect. Lies. You cannot tell your brother common truth. Onyendu have sacked Ejiofor and Ezekome, but they did not tell them because they still contribute money and gives them, making them believe that they are the ones in charge of Onyendu's court case. Everything has been handed over to our PM, and PM is the one that pays the barristers. You know, Onyendu's case is a very sensitive and top case that requires a lot of money, that runs in millions. But this person does not know. That's how they deceive some of our brothers. Anthony, Jesus is the way and the light. He is the King of Kings. He is the one that will come back to judge the world. Exactly. That is true. So this Jonathan said, listen to Jonathan.
But I think Mazi Chinasa will be in the best position. I think he will be coming up anytime soon, maybe this week from
Biafra Alpha Power. So have you people seen it that they still lie to our people? They don't tell them the truth. This is the kind of government we have. The kind of IPOB Nigeria we have. They go all along lying to our people. They will never tell them the true situation of things. Yes, they will never tell them the true situation. So my people, this is another announcement that I got from our PM. Let everybody listen very well. Our PM said in his confirmed, authentic Twitter handle, he said, announcement, send the list of all the communities in Biafra land where Fulani terrorists are kidnapping our people. The Operation Typhoon, the Biafra Defense Forces will embark on operation against all the bandits and terrorists that are kidnapping Biafrans in major roads in Biafra land. We need comprehensive list of locations to be submitted to info@biafrarepublic.gov.org. So anybody that needs this email should please indicate he wants to know any area. I will use this as well to make a report of my area where my people told me that they are really operating now. The underground work, Diane said, the underground worker idiots like them are all cowards, envy, jealousy, and hatred of Biafra freedom has finished some of them. The people that follows them are just being foolish and stupid people. Yes, my sister. But you know, this proverb says, that is, it means that when your brother or sister offends you, don't let the pain or the anger go deep. I will forgive them for one reason. We are all one. Secondly, as we are leaving the zoo because of bad treatment, we have to forgive these people to show good example that we are bringing a new dimension. But you are very, very correct, 100%. But we have to apply that forgiveness in what we are doing. We will forgive them. The only thing is that if they don't want to forgive themselves and to swing, into the area where they have to complete the form for the self-referendum, well, that will be their own fault. So my people, the PM says that all the communities should do this and send the list to this email. Let me call out the email again, the email address, info@biafrarepublic.gov, G-O-V, info@biafrarepublic.gov.org, O-R-G. So send any email there, and he gave us date by the end of 8th of this month. So if you want to send the email today or tomorrow, make sure you send it before the 8th of this month so that they will take the list and, make the journey to rescuing our people. That's why I always tell you people that every Sunday I use it to recap on what we have said earlier on, for the week. Now, one of my colleagues have this to tell us.
Breaking news.
Big shame as Ukraine donate food to Nigeria despite war. The zoo is completely finished. Here the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. You are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 1st of March 2024, and I have a breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, something don't happen. What just happened in the zoo is nothing but a shame, a big shame indeed. A war ravaged Ukraine is today donating food to the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. What a shame. This is the biggest shame of the century. In fact, the only reason why I'm reading this very news, making it public, and making it to go viral as well, because I'm reading it with happiness because I am not a Nigerian. I am a Biafran, a proud Biafran. That is the reason why I'm reading this news. If not, if I am a Nigerian, if I was a Nigerian, how can I read this kind of news? Because it's all about shame. This is a shame. Oh, this one is a big shame. How can Ukraine, a war-ravaged Ukraine,
do you know that these Ukrainians are being supported by NATO? They have nothing. They go from country to country to beg for money to support them. But that is a country where an oil-producing country like Nigeria is going for food. Just like our brother has written here, that these 14,000 people are mercenaries, that they are bringing them in case there's war between them and Biafra. We are not going to fight them, but that does not mean that if they fight us, we will not respond. Yes, that's why they are busy carrying our boys. Wherever they see 5 or 6 Biafran boys, they will just carry them. But they are losers, and they will continue to lose. Just to Olu alone, you know what happened to them in Olu. Our Prime Minister wrote it in his Twitter handle today, that they thought that 1967 to 1970 war will be them like the one of today. No, because this one is coming to them from abroad. It will not. They are begging for food. They are begging for mercenaries. And you also heard when the chief of army staff said that their mortuary is stinking because they have no electricity to preserve common food, let alone ndị nwụrụ anwụ. Yeah, ndị niile agbagbusiri fa bute ozu fa dọba na mortuary fa enwere ọkụ to iji dobe ozu ndị fa ji eje butesie. And these soldiers feluro 1 million malusi ebe 1 million Biafran boys face ndị zoo. Chukwu na anụla anya ọgụ a. It's only God that is fighting for us. Yeah, Diane, you sent a message to my WhatsApp this afternoon. Okay, I will check. I will check the message. I will check it now. I will check it. So you can imagine They are begging for food. They are begging for mercenaries. Yes, very soon they will be begging for money, because our prime minister said that the setting on fire of the pipeline is going to continue this March.
Donating food to Nigeria. This one shocked me. When I came across this very news, I was in shock. In fact, I was shocked to the bone marrow. My bone marrow is quaking. I'm telling you. Now, I want to read the news from one of the Zoo Gota media outlets. I know that the reason why they published this one is just to mock the Zoo government, just to mock, what's the name? Tinubu. Homo election were ordered this very publication just to mock Tinubu, because Tinubu was his, rival during the fraudulent presidential election in February. So he just published it to mock him. But this is real. This is not fake news. So the only reason why one Nigerianist could publish this kind of news, or should I say one Nigerian media outlet who publish this type of news, is just to mock Tinubu, his rival, during the February last year election. You know? Because I can beat my chest and say or claim that it is only Sahara Reporters that has reported this news. Every other one Nigerian Zoo Gota media outlets like The Nation, Punch, Vanguard, all of them, they are not talking about it, because it's a big shame. Who want to talk about it? If you donate food to Nigeria, that would have been understandable. If USA, Germany, France, Russia, all these big countries, if they are the one donating food to Nigeria, that would have been understandable. How can Ukraine of all people, under war, under crisis, donating food to Nigeria? Is that how bad things are? I didn't. I don't know how to read this news. In fact, I'm just looking at it. I don't know how to start reading. You shock me. Oh, this one joke. This one joke. And I show this one joke. Ukraine, of all people, under war. Now they say, war-ravaged Ukraine donate 25,000 MT of wheat to Nigeria amid hunger. Oh, so they didn't bad rich like this. They don't tell me, oh. They did not tell me earlier. Say they didn't bad rich like this. I did not know. You know, because I'm in Biafra land, so when they are protesting in Lagos, they are protesting in Abuja, Kaduna, Kano, Sokoto, Jigawa. I didn't know, because I'm not seeing any hunger protests in Biafra, to be honest. People are protesting in Ondo, they are protesting in Kwara State, they are protesting in almost everywhere. But I'm only watching it on social media. I haven't seen protests with my eyes here in Biafra land. So I didn't know that the thing is, has gotten to this level. To the extent that Nigeria has to hope with a war-ravaged Ukraine for food. No wonder they are crying and lamenting on social media for hunger. I didn't know that the thing has got to this level, to be honest. God in heaven bear me witness, I've been honest here. I didn't know.
Yeah, he said that he didn't know that the hunger is like this. How can people survive in a country where their exchange rate has fallen to the ground? How can people know electricity? People use naira, 2,000 naira to $1 or £1. They use it to buy fuel that is produced in their own country. They buy fuel. Foreigners have left, but those Nigerian investors, they cannot leave. Or Biafrans who are in the zoo doing business, they can't leave. It is their motherland. And nobody is going to help them. That's what our Prime Minister said the other day, that as long as sit at home is still ongoing and keeps carrying on because they are not ready or they don't want to release our Onyendu, the sit at home will carry on and the hunger will ravage them. And Biafrans will not feel hungry because we are self-sufficient, self-reliant. They have taught us how to be self-reliant for so many years. They didn't know that by excluding us from everything they do, they are teaching us how to persevere when the going is very, very bad. Yes, them and their children who are used to going to abroad on holidays, eating 3 or 4 times a day, variety of food, choice food, travel in first class, it is worse for them now because they cannot persevere, they cannot bear the hunger. But we have trained ourselves in such a way that in the midst of nothing, we have a lot. We have a lot. You can't see anybody from Biafra land crying for hunger. We know how to be doing white-collar job and farming at the same time. We have this power of multitasking skills. We can be doing this and be doing that at the same time. You see a Biafran lady in the office. He has a farm. He has a shop. The husband is a bank manager. He also has farm. He has businesses. This is us. They don't want to acknowledge that Biafrans are the backbone of the zoo economically. Let them eat politics now. Stealing money, oil money. As I said sometimes this week, that we should make no mistakes. Mineral is littered all over that country. The zoo in the north, they have oil where they have boundary with, is it Niger? There's oil there. They have Californium. They have gold in Nasarawa. But all those is for reserve when they finish the oil in the southeast. Because if they could fry southeast in a very hot oil, fry all of us and exterminate us, that is what they would have done. But by the special grace of God, they can't do that to us. They can't. So they will be busy fighting us, and God will be busy saving us. So my people, make no mistakes. Aizurukeme. Yes. So you can imagine that our Prime Minister took over in year 2022 and look at the speed. Think of it, if he had been there when Wazirike came, oh, we would have been resting in Biafra by now. Let alone if he had joined our Onyendu by year 2013. By now, Biafra would have been electric all over the world, spreading out. So we all have to support our Prime Minister. Yes. Hillary said Nigerian military population is about 230,000 in a country of over 230 million people is laughable. My brother, you can say that again. The thing is that the people we are dealing with, they don't know what is called shame. They are liars, deceitful people. The only thing they know is how to buy human being. Terrorist act, that is their skill. That's the only thing. Even the election, Obi won the election, they stole it from him. Oya manage Nigeria now for where? They can't. They don't know anything. Whether, even if they like, let all of them be professors. They don't know, they don't have managerial abilities. They don't know it. They don't have it. But in a good country, anyone that has a potential, they will help that person and support the person. Let them bring whatever they have on the table, and everybody will enjoy it. But these are people who have Biafrans, who can turn things around for them. Instead of acknowledging Biafrans or using that potential that Biafrans have, no, they are filled with, I don't know whether to call it jealousy or what, because they are men and human beings. Why can't they aspire to copy or do what we are doing? But the only thing they know how to do is to destroy something that is good. Any country that will send caterpillar to destroy buildings in their country are cursed country. That means that they don't like good things. They will go and burn people's businesses. They are cursed because it means they don't like good things. That is what the zoo is. So they don't have military anymore. They don't. What they are bringing in now are inexperienced terrorists. They will sew military uniform and give them gun. Carrying gun is not the issue. Learning how to shoot. As a trained soldier, you will learn how to shoot for at least 3 months and how to aim and all those march past and all that. But these are cut and nail military people, terrorists. They want to turn them into military. It will not work. That's why our BLA finished all of them. And the chief of military defense staff was talking that ebe dobelozufa that na everywhere na ACC. Good for them. Good for them. They have made their match. Our PM o butere ya n'isi ukwu, and okwu gị ya ga-abụ end in the zoo. Yes. They thought they are smart. Now they have made their match. This generation of Biafrans get deal with the man, the Ochane so far everything. Yes, our prime minister said, they said that we don't know education, we don't know what freedom and liberty is. They taught us. Now we have learned it. Freedom of speech, that we don't know it. We have learned it. Democracy, that we don't know it. That we have learned it. So we are now going to use what they have taught us in multiple places, because a lot of us are littered all over the world. So whatever we learned, we are bringing it home.
Now they say it was learned the donation was part of the humanitarian grain from Ukraine initiative launched by President Volodymyr Zelensky. Like, seriously? Humanitarian? This is unbelievable. Ukraine is giving Nigeria a humanitarian aid. Now they say 25,000 metric tons of wheat have been provided by Ukrainian government to support the World Food Program, WFP, in providing emergency food assistance to 1.3 million crisis-affected people in northeast Nigeria. Wow. It was learned the donation was part of the Humanitarian Grain from Ukraine initiative launched by President Volodymyr Zelensky. The WFP representative and country director in Nigeria, David Stevenson, while receiving the grains on Thursday in Abuja, said the shipment was made possible with collaborative effort from Canada, Denmark, Finland, France, Luxembourg, Norway, Republic of Korea, Sweden, and the United Kingdom, which provides the cost of transporting the wheat from Ukraine to Nigeria. He explained that the grain would be urgently distributed to families in need of it and commended the government of Ukraine, partners, and donors for the unwavering support through the Grain from Ukraine initiative. Wow. Stevenson disclosed that the donation would be combined with cash and other commodities to meet the basic food and nutrition needs of crisis-affected women, men, and children for a 2-month period, including cash and other commodities. This is unbelievable.
You see, some of these things, they go about saying it does not move me or move anyone because Nigeria is known for propaganda. Give this wheat 2 weeks, people will start again protesting. They are doing all this because of the protest they held last week. Yes. After 2 weeks now, if the governors will not hide it, like they hid the COVID palliative, people will start again because the Labour Congress that initiated the protest will be there watching of how this wheat will be distributed. They will call for another protest. And the people of Biafra will still be there watching them and laughing at them. Like my brother Hillary said, it's laughable. We will continue to laugh at them and they will continue to complain. Let me also show you what our PM said about this grain that Ukraine gave to the zoo.
Nigeria will share grains to people. That is, thank you very much. You can imagine a situation where the country that is at war is sending grains to Islamic State of Nigeria. All is audio. You send grains to Nigeria that is richer than you. What a point is Ukraine trying to make here? Nothing. Ukraine came to Nigeria to solicit for funds just a few months ago. I don't think Nigeria gave them any money because they are not Islamic State. Okay?
You see, our Prime Minister said that all this stems from the borrowing they came to solicit in Nigeria. They came to borrow, but Nigeria has no money to give them, not just because they are not Islamic State. Why don't they refuse the grain? Because if it is because they are not from Islamic State, why would they all reach an agreement for Ukraine to give them grain and they will accept it? They don't have the money. Naira is devalued in IMF and World Bank. They have no money to give anybody. So when the man, Vladimir Zelensky from Ukraine, the president of Ukraine, when he saw that Nigeria is dying of hunger, he pitied them and gave them the grains. That's what our PM is saying.
Now, Ukraine is sending grains to Nigeria for food scarcity. Who are those going to benefit from the grains? You are going to watch and see whether Nigeria will share grains to people. There is no database to distribute grains to people. There is no data, there is no nothing how you are going to distribute these grains to people that are hungry. It is corruption. You continue to give grains to Nigeria, you continue to support evil, corruption, stealing, fraud. Because without grain, nobody would do fraud with the grain. But now Ukraine have sent grains to Nigeria. They have, facilitated another fraud because
there is going to be a very big fraud and scandal in this sharing of the grain. Everybody know what happened during the COVID-19. The COVID-19, many goods and services, many commodities that were seized by Nigeria Custom were packed in warehouses. And those warehouses, they opened it and shared those items to representatives, Nigerian representatives within Biafra territory. All of them, they seized it. They didn't want to share it to the people. Okay? And the people of Nigeria had to discover where these items were packed. They break it by themselves, carried it by themselves, and many people were killed. So Ukraine is at war. Ukraine don't have food to eat. Ukraine, people like us have sent money to even Ukraine. Today, the war is still there. They are looking for people to fight for them in Ukraine. As I'm talking to you today, the many nations, many countries within the European Union are sending men to go there and fight. Just a few days ago, somebody from Finland died there who is fighting for Ukraine. They killed him. That Ukraine is now sending grain. Ukraine that they are hungry are sending grain to Nigeria to continue to support evil because something they are targeting. They can never get it. I'm telling you the fact. Nigeria is going down. Biafra will crash that particular interest that is making them to continue to fund terrorism by proxy. That's our message to Ukraine. You can't fund a foundation that is rotting to continue to feed your ego or whatever the motive it is that makes you to fund Nigeria by sending grains to people who never cared about the citizens. They think that people are dying of hunger. When you send grain to Nigeria, they are going to share to the citizens? Never. We are going to wait to see how the grains will be shared. That's all I want to say to you. Thank you. And I know many of them are watching me now on Twitter. Because many of the journalists are watching what we're doing. They're following us bomber to bomber. Because they know the momentum we are using now is something they can never ignore. You can never ignore us. And in a few days' time, we will again pump them again in the mainstream media. It is going to shock everyone. Thank you.
So, my people, you have heard it. The thing that remains now, there's this Fulani, I don't know which tribe he is. Let me play you what he said. Yeah.
Let me tell you the reason why the Igbos come. Let me tell you the reason why the Igbos are not suffering. I am a northerner, an indigenous of Borno State, and I am proud to be an indigenous of the state. Let me tell you the reasons why the Igbos are not suffering, despite inflation, despite economic uncertainty. Igbo carry about 24% of the population of the entire nation. Both the Igbos that are living within and outside Nigeria. Igbos are the oldest tribe, are the oldest group in Nigeria. Igbo stand out despite the hardship that people are passing through in the nation. That is the whole Nigeria. I am not saying Igbos are not suffering, but they are the less suffering group or tribe in the whole nation.
You see what the boy is saying? I really don't want to continue playing his voice because I'm hearing a sound which, you know, may not be allowed because of copyright and all that. You know, it is good for us to know our quality, our standard in life, and appreciate ourselves by being united. Gumi, whether you like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or not, or you like Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, or not, think of what they are doing for us and compare it with what Gumi is doing. Gumi is the man, a Muslim cleric, a Fulani man that takes money, food, and other military items to his people in the bush. And that man is walking free today in the zoo. Nobody, there was a time that Tinubu ordered for his arrest, but I only heard that the EFCC invited him for questioning. Not that they came to arrest him. They invited him and he went and allowed him to go. You can never hear any Fulani person say pim about Gumi. So we Biafrans, you know, when you have an enemy or you are fighting in the ring with somebody and you are not paying attention to the way your opponent is hitting you, that means you don't have brain. We should be able to watch our enemies, the way they behave. Even the way the Fulanis are killing the northerners, the real owners of the houses. Yes, you can never hear anybody come out to challenge Gumi or challenge Shetima, because when Shetima was governor, they found the one called Sokoto, the leader of the terrorists, in his house. Did it stop him from being the vice president today? Even when he became the vice president, I saw it on the YouTube where he went into the bush playing with those terrorists. You can never hear any Fulani criticize them, but it is us that will always come out to criticize our own. I don't know what is wrong with us. I know we are strong-headed, we are stubborn, but sometimes you have to learn and ask yourself questions. They're only using our people. And those ones are the long throat and gullible ones. We should avoid that. We should be able to be these united people. God loves you. God loves us. Look at what this boy is saying. He's an Hausa boy. He said that the Igbos are very special people. The Igbos are very hardworking. The Igbos are the one making money in the whole country. That he doesn't mean that we don't suffer. But look at it. You know, somebody will recognize you that you are on top, that God made you special, and you will be making fool of yourself, like our Hanese. I know that some of them, their children or their friends, will see some of this video that I do. And we say to them, look at what this woman is saying. Because I know that anything you put on Facebook or YouTube, anybody can read it. You don't restrict the movement of anything you bring out to the YouTube or Facebook. So when they read it, they will sit down and think. There was a guy, I forgot to bring him on board here, a guy that they gave appointment. He refused it. He said that he doesn't want. A Biafran, a very rare Biafran, very educated. They gave him governmental appointment. He rejected it. So these Ohaneses, do they have gun on their heads? Because my sister Mary said here that the Ohaneses, the Yoruba people went to see Sunday Igboho and make sure that he was released. Our own Ohanese will not do that. Somebody like Iwanyanwu, a grandfather to our Onyendu, he cannot think of how that Onyendu is feeling as a man, as a human being. He has blood in his body. Very young man, without his wife there, without his children. And he's there because of us. Somebody who is doing what Onyendu wants. Because when Onyendu sacked the other lawyers, he knew that it is Simon who is doing what he wants. Because he told us, go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He is bringing a new dimension to what we are doing. We should be able to think. Every time we will be criticizing, you haven't done this, you haven't done that. And we will come on the internet shouting it. Have you people ever seen any Fulani man fighting Gumi? No. And you will never see it. There was a time in year 2023 that they caught a Fulani boy. They said to him that they will kill him. He said if they are killing him, they should kill him, because they were asking him who sends them. He said that he will never say that he knows that he will die, that he wants to die with that secret. But if it is a Biafran or a Southerner, they will just open their mouth and be talking what is flying with the wings. We should learn how to be strong. Personal mental attitude, PMA. Anybody that comes, even if he's a child, you have to listen to that person. Now, many of us will know that Simon is a very young man in his 30s, shouldering what Onyendu has been going through all this while. But you will all be there criticizing. The other day, somebody came here and said, you are talking about the coin. Does it tell you what this, what that? Just imagine. Every time we will be doubting ourselves. But look at this boy. He said he's from Bono, but he recognized us. And we don't ever appreciate ourselves. So my people, where are we coming from? We are coming from the zoo. Where are we going to? We are going to Biafra land. How do you get there? Vote for self-referendum and contribute for the BLA. Because despite that BLA, we will not have villages today. By the time you will come, Fulanis will settle in your village. But these people are protecting them, so they need support. We cannot leave that for our Prime Minister alone. Plus the fact that he now takes care of Onyendu's legal fees, which is very high, even if it is $5. If you have £10, share it into 2. Give one to this BLA. It is all sacrifice. When the children of Israel were in Egypt, they made a lot of sacrifices before God sent Moses and Aaron to go and liberate them. And when Moses died, Joshua came in. We are all Christians. Even if we are not all Christians, ndị omenani, onye ọbụla nwere ike ime ife ọ ga-eme ya mee, because onye ndu si onye ga-eweta Biafra ya bịa wetie. Na nke ya nọ bụ ịgbasa ozi. Onye ndu even told us that he doesn't want to be president or anything when Biafra comes. Na if ya chọrọ bụ to see that we are free. He is not happy. Don't you people know that they have been promising him a heaven and earth to give up the agitation of Biafra, but Onyendu refused. That's why he is still there. He said that the only thing that will make Biafra not come is death. So my people, all this haggling and criticizing and abusing each other, that will not help us. What will help us is to follow who know road. Even if you think that somebody is a child, watch what that child is doing, whether it is very childish or very sensible. I will leave you people here, and I thank Hillary, Michael, thank Diane, I thank Mary, Henry, Sonny, all my brothers that have come here to watch. I thank all of you for joining me. For those of you who are new with me, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Betty4 TV, like and share it so that our people will, get the information. Let me give you people this email once more. The email address where you will send any information, as our Prime Minister said, that if you have any group of terrorists in your community, you should send email to info@biafrarepublic.gov.org. I hope that everyone that needs this will get it correctly, because one thing with email is that if you are sending an email and if one letter is missing, it will bounce back. It will not go through. Info is INFO at Biafra Republic gov.org. My people, I will leave you here and I see you tomorrow in the evening. And I say, may God bless all of you. We will get Biafra. Don't be in a hurry, because anything that is gotten in a hurry goes off in a hurry. But if you get something very slowly, that will make you value it. And it will be a quality thing that will last forever for you. All hail Biafra. Bye, my people. I love you all and remain good. Bye.